Welcome, students. So today we will see functions in Python. What is function? Function is a feature that is used to divide the large program into smaller modules. These modules are functions. So there are three types. By and large, there are three types: built-in functions, modules, and user-defined. In this clip, we will see all these three. In the below snippet, this is the built-in function you can see here. These are provided by the Python program or Python language. Here it is int123 print x. So let me run it for you and then we will see the results. Okay. So he's asking, let's say, enter your name. Okay. So what it does is this is int function, int bracket then arguments. Whatever is inside this is the argument. So here 1, 2, 3 is a string because it is between inverted commas. But since we are passing it to the int function, it will convert the string to int. So here you can see here it is integer value. Likewise, float 40. So 40 is an integer here. But when it is passed to a float function, it becomes 40.0. It becomes float. Then another function is input function. So what it does is it allows the user to enter the value from the keyboard. And when I run this, it asks me that what should I enter, and then I enter my name more. And then print also is a built-in function which prints the value of that variable on the screen. So these are basic built-in functions. There are many more, but just to let you know that this is how it works. So these are provided by the Python language itself. The second types are modules. What are these? So modules are ready-made libraries or ready-made modules available in Python programming or Python language. For example, math here. So I imported math to this code, and then the function associated with math is square root. So math dot square root calls that function, and the value that is passed to the square root is 64. Let me run this for you. So if you see here, the square root of number 64 is result to 1. It is stored, which is 8. Print math.pi, the value of pi r square. That pi is 3.14. So this is the attribute here. Function is followed by brackets. Here there is no bracket after pi. So this is an attribute of math library or math module. Okay. Then another example is math.power. So 5 to the power 2 is 25. Okay, so there are many more. This is one of the examples using math module, but there are a plethora of modules available, and those modules have associated functions which you can use according to the requirement. Last but not least is user-defined functions. User-defined functions is up to the user to define what the user wants to do or what the user wants that function to do. Again, this is again the same example that we saw in the above, which is math.power 5.2. So again, this is a user-defined def power. Now it takes two arguments, num and p, number and power. Okay. Now you see here, this is the logic that is defined by the user. What it does, it provides the the function to convert number to the power, exactly like math.power function in the above snippet. So this is the computational logic that is applied here, and then finally it prints the result. Now, how do you call this function? You call this function like this: power, which is the function name, bracket, the first number, which is the number, and comma, then the second number, which is the power. Okay, what it does is it will print the result. Okay, let me run it for you. I'll mention 5 number and 2 power. The answer is 25. What you can do here is you can also remove this and then run it again. See, 5. So we'll see what happened if when we remove the example. Okay. So in the following clips, we will check the return statements. What is the purpose of the return statements and different types of user-defined functions. Okay. Okay. Thank you, students. See you in next class. Bye bye.